Good evening, everyone. I welcome each one of you to our Advocate on Record Aspirants Academy. This is our 73rd lecture series. We have gathered here to discuss about a very important topic related to AOR examination. Before that, it is our regular practice that we recite preamble of the Constitution of India with a sense of commitment and sentiment, because we strongly believe preamble our goal, preamble our soul. So I request each one of you to recite preamble of the Constitution of India along with me. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic, and political liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this Constitution. Thank you so much, dear friends. In the beginning, on the last occasion, we have invited Swami Vivekananda to guide our AOR aspirants. It is our imagination, because all the spiritual leaders, though they physically may not be present, but spiritually they are present. Their letters will live, provided that we give life to those letters. So it is always good that we remember our forefathers, the great sons of the soil who has guided us throughout and who is guiding us throughout. And I wanted Swami Vivekananda ji to guide our AOR aspirants. So on the last occasion, one of our AOR aspirants asked the question to Swami Vivekananda ji, what is the secret of success? Swamiji has said the secret of success means you have to take up one idea, make that one idea your life, think of it, dream of it, and live on that idea, and leave all other idea alone. This is the way to success. So this is what the secret of success revealed to AOR aspirants to achieve the examination, how to succeed in their examination. Then the second question that was asked, it was how to, though your lordships or your Swamiji has declared what is the secret of success, how to achieve that success? Concentration, the power of concentration. Focus on one thing. When you are eating food, please enjoy the food, because the food was prepared at least for 2 to 3 hours, and you will finish it maximum by 20 minutes or 15 minutes. Meanwhile, why do you watch movies, videos, WhatsApp messages? Because the food which is going to give you health, it is going to give you energy, it is going to give you proteins, vitamins, minerals, but you disobey the food. So that is not good. While you study, you study. While you eat, you eat. While you play, you play. The problem nowadays is when we are eating, we are watching video. When you are watching video, we are thinking about something. So we have lost the essence of living in the present. So therefore concentrate. When you are walking on the floor, what is the necessity to watch a video or a message? In case if there is an emergency, stand aside and talk to that person and then proceed further. If you slip in a stair, it takes at least 6 months to recover if there is a fracture. So matter of seconds only, whether life and death, it's a matter of seconds, dear friends. How many people we read newspapers that it says because of within a second that accident takes place and takes away the life. But we never think that, we think always this is happening for someone, not for us. But reading newspaper means getting a lesson from what is happening in the society, and you will not commit that mistake again. That is the message. So that is why Swamiji said concentrate. Concentration is most important. Actually, when I was traveling in a metro, there was a message given in the mic speaker to everyone that this train will not proceed beyond Akshardham temple. And I was watching many people, they were just listening to their music, and everybody we were getting down, few of them were standing there. They could not understand what is going on, why people are getting down. Then I told them very clearly, see, this is the message. Sorry. I thought thereafter they will remove their Bluetooth. They never removed it. They continue to do so, thinking that somebody will tell them. So this is wrong practice, dear friends. This is every day we are seeing it. So now Swami Vivekananda ji has come here, and I have invited one of the AOR aspirants to ask few questions. The AOR aspirant is going to ask 5 questions, dear friends, today to Swamiji. And what is the answer or guidance by Swamiji? Let us understand. The first question is, Swamiji, on the last class you have said about the concentration. If we do not concentrate, what will happen? Please tell us. If we do not concentrate, what will happen? Please tell us. Yes. See, the training is most, now the Swamiji says, uncontrolled mind and controlled mind. When it is an uncontrolled mind, then it kills you. You take an example, an uncontrolled driver driving a vehicle, and you are traveling in a car. He is intoxicated. He is unable to control left or right, straight. So uncontrolled person driving a car definitely will end up in the accident. So likewise, uncontrolled mind is worse than the intoxicated driver. Uncontrolled mind, untrained mind will kill us. Swamiji says exactly same thing, it will kill you. What does it mean? Let us take an example. When we are in AOR aspirants class, when you think something about what will happen after 7 o'clock, where is the party? So you are killing your time. It is not killing physically, dear friends. When you are killing your time, you are killing yourself. That is what. So what about controlled mind? Please tell us. Controlled mind is a mind where it will give you life. So what sort of life we are talking about? Now you are an AOR aspirant. When you are completely focused on this class and making notes effectively, definitely you will be clearing with good marks. That is the life. It's going to give your life. For this, I will give you an example. Justice Kehar, former Chief Justice of India, my Lord, in his farewell function, he has skipped many personal functions like marriages, many other parties, because Lordship has taken a vow. This profession has given me the status. This profession has given me the shelter. This profession has given me the respect, position, everything. So the profession which has given me everything, will I not give it back to the profession? So therefore, this is what the concentration, dear friends. Now what we are lacking in the concentration. So it will kill us. It will constantly drag us down. So be careful with respect to the controlled mind and uncontrolled mind. This is the message of Swami Vivekananda ji. The next question is, give us example. We are not able to understand. Please give us some examples. Swamiji says, think about a shoe polisher, one who polishes shoe. When you polish a shoe with concentration, the black shoe will shine. A cook with concentration will give you a better meal. A doctor with concentration will do an effective surgery. A lawyer with concentration can effectively assist the court. And AOR with concentration can get good results. So this is what the concentration. Don't miss this concentration. So this is what an example of Swami Vivekananda ji. Now, how to attain this concentration? That is also very important. How to attain this concentration? Because though we say that we are free, we are independent, we are living in an independent country, but we are chained by WhatsApp, we are chained by messages, we are chained by calls, spam calls. So we are not able to concentrate at least for minimum or maximum 15 minutes continuously because of shorts. When we keep watching the shorts, we do not know what is the essence, but we keep watching, we keep watching. Shorts will shorten our life. Take it from me, dear friends. So, what sort of concentration Lordship is talking about, Swamiji is talking about? The concentration is when your body sitting in AOR class, fine. What about your mind? Bring the mind also here. What about the soul? Soul is something that you want to achieve greater heights. When your body, mind, soul at one point, this is what the concentration is. Very recently, Balke Award was awarded to actor Mohanlal ji. What was his message? Message was, I thank the entire cinema industry, and it is my blood, heartbeat and soul. So when you make your profession as your soul, as your heartbeat, you are bound to achieve greater heights. That is the example, dear friends. You take any person who has achieved in this career, achieved in their different career, body, mind, soul, it's always there at one point. Sachin Tendulkar, cricket. Actor Sivaji Ganesan, acting. Legendary fathers like MC Seetalvat, C.K. Daftari ji, and many more living lawyers, Nani Palkiwala ji, they have lived completely into this profession. So therefore, this is what the level of concentration is. The next question follows. Not only AOR is a problem, we have many problems in life. How to solve that? That is the next question. Swamiji says, mentality, mental strength is most important. When you think it is a big problem, yes, it is a big problem. When you think it is a very small problem, it is a small problem. What is your attitude, mental attitude towards the challenges that will determine your altitude in your life? Very beautifully in one of the movies they have said, when you keep the small stone near here, eyelid, it will appears to be a big problem. Just distance the stone, distance the problem, it will look very small. Just put it back and go, you will not find the problem at all. So how much you are focusing on the problem? It depends upon you. When there is a 10 problem for you, think about a person with 100 problems. Prime Minister, the responsibility post. Chief Justice of India, how much they are responsible? How many problems they are facing? Challenges, criticism. Are we facing those challenges? Draw a parallel line of yours, line of Prime Minister of India, Chief Justice of India, Chief Justice of High Court. Then you will understand, you will laugh at yourself. We are living in dark. So therefore, this is what life is, dear friends. Don't treat a problem as a problem. Take it as an opportunity. Take it as an opportunity to excel, to build your strength. So these are all the messages of Swami Vivekananda ji. These letters will continue to be a dead letters if you are not going to live. So it is in your hands to give life to this, imbibe those qualities in you and start living. After this lecture, I will have a controlled mind at least for 1 year towards the AOR goal. Instead of saying preamble our goal, preamble our soul, AOR our goal, AOR our soul. Have that. That is what the object of AOR Aspirants Academy is. I am not saying better than what great people have said. I am just borrowing their words and telling my friends, friends, you give life to those which by living. You have to live. With this, we will say Swamiji to bless us to continue with our electoral bond case. Thank you so much. Let it continue, Ma. Now we have gathered here to discuss about electoral bond case. Where it is reported, let me tell you that 2024 volume 5 Supreme Court cases, page number 1. This matter has come up before 5 judges bench. This case was dealt in detail on the yearly lectures, lecture number 71 and lecture number 72. Now we are moving on to lecture number 73, but still I will give you a 5 minutes recap about the case. So this was a electoral bond scheme was introduced by the central government by making amendments in the RBI Act, by making amendments in the several acts, by bringing the Finance Act. So what are those amendments? See, the political party wanted donations, contributions from the individual, from the company entities, because they wanted money to run their party. They wanted contribution. So how to get contribution in a legal manner? So they have made an amendment in the RBI Act. Now I am going to tell you how electoral bond scheme was born. Electoral bond scheme was born by making amendments in the RBI Act and authorizing the State Bank of India to issue a electoral bond. Electoral bond has the availability for rupees 1,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees, 1 lakh, 10 lakhs and 1 crore maximum. For example, a company wanted to donate say 1 crore to a political party. So a company will go to SBI, they will pay 1 crore and get a electoral bond in return, and that electoral bond will be given to the political party, and political party will go to the bank and encash. So 1 crore has gone from a company to the political party. This is the transaction takes place. So electoral bond scheme was born out of making amendments in the RBI. Now it has taken the legal color. Fine. Now company doesn't want to disclose its identity. How much a company wants to donate, what is the name of the company, how much they are going to donate, they want to keep it in secrecy. So therefore, companies are governed under the Companies Act. So the Parliament made an amendment in the Companies Act by saying you need not disclose your company name, you need not disclose how much you contribute. So this is protecting the face of the company. Now who is the receiver? Receiver is a political party. How their face is going to be protected? They are governed under Representation of People Act. So therefore, let us make an amendment in the Representation of People Act. So they have made an amendment, and political party need not say from where they have received the amount, how much they have received the amount, nothing, they are protected. Fine. Now these transactions accounts has to be maintained. Accounts has to be maintained as per the Income Tax Act. So that is coming on the way. So let us make an amendment in the Income Tax Act by saying no accounts to be maintained. So several amendments were made in the respective acts to protect, to put the entire transaction behind the screen, out of the knowledge of the common citizen. This is how it took place. Association called Association for Democratic Reforms filed a writ petition before the Honorable Supreme Court of India under Article 32 of the Constitution, stating that First point is, it infringes the fundamental right of the voters. 19(1)(a) is violated. Therefore, electoral bond scheme and the amendments has to be struck down. That is their first point. Second point, it is violative of Article 14 because manifest arbitrariness. There cannot be any arbitrariness, therefore struck down. Because of receiving donations, it affects the fair and free election. Free and fair election is the basic structure of the Constitution of India. It violates that basic structure, therefore struck down. So these were the submissions made by the petitioners before the Honorable Supreme Court. What was the submission made by the other side, Union of India? Firstly, they have said, my lords, the Honorable Supreme Court should not interfere in this case. Please exercise your judicial restraint because this involves economic policy of the matter. So generally, the Honorable Supreme Court will not interfere in economic policy matters. But what did Honorable Supreme Court has held? You, Union of India, introduced electoral bond scheme under electoral reforms, not under economic policy. So therefore, now arguing under the caption of economic policy is unsustainable. We will not permit. So therefore, we will interfere. The Honorable Supreme Court will interfere and test the validity of the amendment and the electoral bond scheme. So that was the first point was ruled out. The second point is, when a legislation, when amendments are made, general presumption is it is constitutionally valid. Why? Because it is enacted by the competent authority, by the parliament. Who is there in the parliament? Representatives of the people. So the law presumes, the constitution presumes that law enacted by the competent authority like the parliament is valid, constitutionally valid. But when the petitioner challenges it on the ground that it violates 19(1)(a) or basic structure or Article 14, when prima facie, if they are able to satisfy the Honorable Supreme Court, then the burden shifts on the Union of India. Now, Union of India has to prove that it is constitutionally valid or not. So, in this case, prima facie case was established. Now, responsibility on part of Union of India to say that it is constitutionally valid. That was the second point. Third point, according to the petitioners, they say it is a violative of 19(1)(a) of the Constitution of India. What does it say? Right to freedom of speech and expression. Where do they talk about voting rights? Right? So when honorable judges in their rich experience and wisdom, when they interpret expression, the term expression, they say voting is also a part of expression. See how beautifully it is being interpreted. 1950, Constitution of India in their 1950. But how it is being evolved? Our Constitution of India is a evolving document, living document, legendary document, dynamic document, because we the people of India and we have given to ourselves. So ultimate purpose is to protect the rights of the citizens of this country. So right to vote is a form of expression. So whether our duty is over, once we've cast the vote and we'll wait for 5 years to change the government, the Honorable Supreme Court says no. You cannot wait for 5 years. Each and every moment, the elected government is accountable to the voters. How it is accountable? Next question is how it is accountable? It is accountable only when the actions of the government is transparent. If it is an opaque, if it is running behind the screens, then how will we check whether are they acting constitutionally or not? So the government must function in a very transparent manner. And if the government is not acting as per the constitutional scheme, or if they are acting in an arbitrary manner like electoral bond scheme, where the information of donation, contribution, money, everything is completely unaware to the citizens of this country. So therefore, it cannot be in a hidden manner. So it is violating our rights 19(1)(a). Reason is the Honorable Supreme Court has held right to information of the candidates who are contesting the election is a fundamental right to the voters. A person who is contesting in the election must disclose the criminal antecedents, whether is he having any criminal background or is there any cases pending against him. It is his bounden duty to disclose, as well as the assets. What is the income when he is entering into the election or when he is contesting, and thereafter if he has amassed wealth disproportionate to the known source, then he can be prosecuted. So 19(1)(a) is violated. Now the question, beautiful question being framed by the Honorable Supreme Court is this: whether this right to information about the candidate, will it include the political party? Number one. If the answer is yes, as a voter, you have a fundamental right to know not only the candidates but also the political party. If the answer is yes, whether the donations being received by the political party is an essential information or not to entitle him to exercise his right to vote. Second aspect is essential test. So these are the questions where in the last occasion we left, dear friends. So now we will try to explore the answers to these questions in this coming lecture. So thank you so much.